Today na the 28th day of March 2023. The election no dey far again. The election dey under 90 days. Yes, under 90 days, we go get election for choose who da go can govern we nation, who da go bring better thing, who da go can make we life better. Yeri I not say who da go can change you. Because to me, change, no, something else. Who da go can make we life better? Gando ba say I not seeing stars. I not say I'm Gando. But if you don't give him, thank you. Yes. Même so say don't send. Well, thank you. Maybe you say they take monitor, then they hide the stars then permit today. But when I always don't send stars, mommy come back say it don't send. Thank you. Maybe Facebook choose for hide the stars for me. Samuel Allen back say in don't send. Thank you. Yes. Then choose for hide the stars for me. I don't see no stars who say the monitor. But I believe say when I always don't say, even FBM back say don't send, about to kick about say don't send, but we say don't send. Una take it. And behind had now also she don't so nothing another see. Facebook will make a day down, but una thinking. And I thank you. And I believe say una all don't send. Thank you guys for the stars. Let's go back. Abdullah Joseph say don't send una thinking. We'll come back to the matter. Thank you for keep sending the stars here. Less than 3 months, election they come. If you don't deal with Twina, you go find out say, I can always tell you say, get you a reputable source for your information. Get yourself a trusted source for your information. A lot of time then when people in the talk, you say for you know say you don't wanna say, who say you get the information there? And because he so believe in source for information, he trust them, so what they can how they tell you say, well, now so they take them. You know they take them. Because what you do, it trust who side they get them from. And so man, na propaganda that's that source they don't believe. Yes, that's so be say. I say some man na propaganda but they don't believe. Some man now what's in the commot now the president is not bet and the president is vous at them. Now they no more in believe. All man get to say believe. Some man when he listen, he know the shifter. When you listen from your source, you say for able get reasoning power. For think I say, this way this talk so. You for able shifter say no, this are all word than I am. This not true. Yeah? Even though you can I am. You for still able for shifter what you want take. You for still able shifter say what's in this? And when they see some man when they shifter waiting and they take na. Not so. When they see them, when they shifter waiting and they pick come on, even na. But I want to advise you, less than 90 days for election. The propaganda machine right now, enough on itself. Enough on it today, enough on it tomorrow. The propaganda machine them on the opposition and on the governing side. All the man they do yun. What's in a confused.com? Look and pack. Confuse the people them. And the first they don't confuse put down. But the one they win no side and they are unshakable. Yes. They are unshakable. The one they will no side and Is that what I mean, eh? You don't know? But you know how they vote. There are certain sect. Nobody herself because you know they work. I go waste the MD. You know they work. So well, now then one and then now in the propaganda they work for targets. Eh? Now they work for targets. This administration, the kind of communication strategist we then get. Every department, they get them, boom, better one. But how much are they seeing? I must end the talk. Will they address issues? Eh? The talk where they address issues. I must hold in the talk. Because it's like one agenda. They know the answer question. You don't hear the answer question? No. They're not get patient for explain. Then they vex quick. Yes, this administration. They know they talk for them. Who they don't go they talk for them? We sit down, we then say, for this. We no go bring free talk inside it. Who they try for explain waiting and don't do for make you get proper understanding. Bembe say, they don't try you. No, really, they don't try being. May I not be understand, but after we don't explain them, now I don't understand, say, now so they don't do. Or you think, say, we holding at the receiving end. Now we get gongat. Now we get gangais. No matter how then they fit for explain them. We know the grief for understand. Eh? That's what you think? Because when you ask them about A, if you tell for say, wait, I come to A where you ask me. It go pass first. But by the time they come to A, it don't exhaust himself. And I remember self how the question be there again. Yeah. Then they take the time for explain. Also, Ginety say people are polite now this particular administration say they not reach too. Come on, skin say now only Alpha side do. Eh? They listen, don't they explain out to people them. That I think communication, even if I'm boyfriend and girlfriend, because I know we see self even married those. You get for listen. Also, I feel say the person not they get them correct, you explain them correctly. Also, some man say, "Is this Salaman Jamiu?" And the only person we in Sabi, we they take time for explain. So everybody gets who are in this administration and things say they take time for explain. I make us say if they get. Let's see ba. You meet somebody, they say, oh, not too soon. I remember when we get the tour with the 75%. The 75% nah. When them be done the airport, so we go get a tour. Inside the ferry. Big arguments work inside the ferry. And the downside the minor candong and inside the car be them people with the carry load. Yeah? They don't argue, and say they don't change the airport. They don't change the name. Like the kind of arguments with there. Let me say if I try that video. I be careful come out because it's about the parking inside ferry. Eh? I be careful come out, I pull me head nando, I sit down. Now the door of the car, I explain to them. I will explain to all the one the way they argue. I explain to them how the project came about, what me sabi, what I understand, and what don't happen now, and what they go for go do. I left them first for more start the journey. But I get for wait till we one slam. I explain all man, but thank you. Now we don't understand. Now they say this, now they say that. They say this, they say that. But we don't understand now. Then it dawned on me like, okay. So, with all the communication strategies thing, okay, the people them, now they want to know they sell markets, them what is selling, and then they argue so. You get nobody will go able for explain, make them understand the deal. Because as they count that new airport talk, you sabi no more now. Waiting and they respond. As they encounter. Well, this is not talk being talk because we talk about getting your source of information. The vice president, when the first commercial flight came, he said, well, then people they argue say no to new airport. He said because he gets a brand new control tower shown a new airport. Yeah? He said because they get a brand new control tower and a new airport. Me own lame idea, I use them for explain to the lady understand. And we move. Not a job I they look for. Yeah, I need look for job. And I'm be nobody in communication strategist. Pass the people Leone. And they don't know mommy want for be. And that's what we're doing here. Every day we can hire. But as the election they draw closer, and so the propaganda they intensify. And so they intensify. So because of that, get yourself a source of information. I know it's make a talk soon. Yeah? What do they can deal with so now? Now waiting APC say, NEC say, or ECSL Salon say. ECSL Salon say, not to so they say. Yes. But na person where APC send na meeting, na in come back can tell the party say, na so then say oh na the meeting. ECSL say, not to so we tell them na the meeting. All this happen na the media. They not ask themselves question. They not able to clarify between themselves. You don't understand who side they go now, eh? We get a meeting. Me not able for go, I send person when I ain't supposed to go anyway. The person go, he can explain to me, say, bra, na so they talk. Me, and I ask CSL if na so they talk or not so they talk. But I don't to tango. CSL back here, they no come meet me say, but skipuli. Yourself. I dey talk this talk, they go so not to so be not to so tell you bobo. Na ain't go make up the story no more. CSL no come meet us so CSL back himself. They say bra can deliver a speech inside the speech and they bra leak that one the inside. I think say that one day the need for work on how the understanding get for day. Because as it is now, we all know see, unless you want to deny that, then it's good to you. But we know see, the APC, the regional director for ECSL South, then get issue with her. Yes. And APC say, now the regional director for South in talker for ECSL, in talk so for say, we see election London, then they country, and the total go. He say, in talker, and they can go at the regional level. And we can hear what in Tunis in say concerning that. But not for harbor anything we go bring doubts, because money don't spend per election. Yes, it's a difficult task. They always tell people say 2018 we see what's in the infali. Yes, I think say the term for announced results, the most confused Sierra Leonean in 2018 have been Infali. Infali was the most confused Sierra Leonean. All the man they declare themselves winner. Yeah? They left giving percentage stay, well now the percentage end. Yes. So I talk and I say Mohamed Kone, you know sabi wetin they come for him. You know sabi wetin they come for him. Because until he announced the result, SLPP get for win, APC get for win. Until he decide say, no, this now waiting the result see. They all two get for be winner. How prepared is he for take that hit day? Only one day we sabi in phone, then go bombard that one day in phone, Then go bombard her. Then go bombard her not so small. Okay. Alright. I don't know if you don't keep company small with him for Ali. If you don't keep company small with her. My Musa, come on, be me party. If you don't know, me na me get void party na salon. Yes, void party. And me get her. More say even void party go claim winning. I believe say it's supposed for able to keep company with her small. Yeah? Let's just hear it from your own side. How? It's sad to say we country after those kind of appointment, politics, or you name it, civil servant, so they didn't agree for talk to the media. Because it's something that I was trying to come up with. Like people and like one day, just for talk to them, let them explain to me that very moment, what thing they happen. What be they go on in mind? How things be they happen to them? Then come together with this, yeah. What's with this? Then go talk. But we need talk. We need to talk. Even if you're not talker, go look the video then back. I won't finally be read the results then. So I need for begin for share the one and the one eh? Not so. Eh? I need for the share the won't finally video the one. Eh? Hey. Let's see how tension be the grip them one day. How for announce and how for announce. So now they sound like he's confused. He just want to announce a gap commodity like go one thing. He no want no question and answer self. Because the question and answer with the answer self. So now he get for game process for like say, oh, well this be the try for talk. And tell me the Albert massacre them. You know funny. Salon election, yes, then they come back. Maybe say if he go what's past that last one day. The tension where the electoral commissioner go get. So if APC send somebody, we can tell them, waiting the ECSL say they no see. Matilda left. Matilda say, Unfa, you announced they use touchlight all. Yes. I said I need for begin. I get there. I get a video ready. I need for begin upload them back. But now for that person, I can say just now, you can't feel saying at the real one. Really? Okay. Moi Musa say, he say Christian at top, but look get confident than most commissioners them. Mo kama say tripole na three talk so fali still confused. The man they work on a friton with the eyes them up the sky. Okay. I tell us say some people then get limited memory or then just dishonest. You see, let's look back and review even like Berete in past performance them. Whether be spokesman of the last government. You say you know how for go back or rewrite history, but look. I tell her. Trust me, bra. Yes, Berete. Like you say, no rewrite history, là left no more. Là left. The big boy na the house party Dominion say they are not upload the one then day. Because the way the temperature they right now na a different form. Mame Bangura, you don't be Minister of Information. Not of fun would they take a make. Because you know anytime we talk when I end that. Where them be they do AYV on Sunday with Angela from Kenya. How the atmosphere be the day at the studio. Lowly fam. Let's just continue with this. What are the try for saying? ECSL safe forget a proper communication strategist skill where they yeri waiting not to in they do. Then for able directly to APC because APC talk. Directly to them. Eh? And say, bra, waiting una they go and talk so. Not to so we say. Maybe the person a misunderstand. Which will be the try for tell them. But now this, we be the try for say. Judge Kamara say Angela na be a very good moderator. And yes, I want to agree with that one day. It not be easy for her more. No one call him. But we will say Angela, you already know who that in name be they play. Then send in the na the studio. Eh? Who that in name be they play then send in the. Who Angela go the Allah, the person name. I don't think so. We'll get much of the intention. And maybe it's coming at the media. Maybe they come, but but Angela be, and not only when I listen to, okay, Lord left that one. Lord left her. Hey. Let's listen to what Sidi Tunis say about ECSL. Then we go come with ECSL Leone. What happen? How then they try for combat this misinformation and everything. Yeah? Temu say he said Tripoli right on a salon, no man confused really. Okay. Jaden Kantekama say if President Bill ask me for joining communication team, if I go take the employment, no sir. Like now what they do na so. Let listen na no more. That's what we do here. I know say a lot of people they think I'm joking. Eh? That's I mean a farmer. My plate too full up. I'm not able for Yeliba. Because all they do is Yeliba. Then keep comping. Then listen I no more. Me na the people that me they represent. The voice of the people. The bridge. The Lunge bridge. All in I don't be la. That's what we do here every day. Because the one that they near them, then they go tell her the exact thing where they go on. You just need for listener. We listener, you know exactly how the people in the field we make them easy. We make them easy for them. But because of you will support, not the speak up of what you think to say, not correct, that's why. Eh? But any possibility in the media, we not learn from David Tambayo. You know they learn again. Eh? You sabi? Eh? David Tambayo, you sabi how they guitar, eh? My voice, you know they self again. I'll continue. Let's listen to CD, yeah?
Well, in the first place, we kind of shocked. We get members the way they go to the PPLC meeting, political party liaison committee meeting.
We get member them where they go to the PPLC meeting. Eh? Outside the political party, they all then they meet, which is a good thing. That meeting, I wonder how much political party they go in. I must don't qualify say for this election because I dey say na 3 no more. But neck go get for can tell we. ECSL. Brian neck. Not to make us no one change again. All two change. Eh? I be National Electoral Commission. Now na Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. Change. ECSL. Okay, the one who is responsible for election as a load. Eh? Then go get for can tell we Amos political party. Get for dinner the ballot paper. I tell us to all man confused. I agree because me I'm not confused.
You know, working mostly held on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday or every 2 weeks. And the team will go, they say the Electoral Commissioner South make a pronouncement, say, after they don't do the counting at stations.
You hear, eh? He said the Electoral Commissioner South. Eh? Now he do the pronouncement. Say after. Let me hear back.
Commissioner South make a pronouncement, say, after they don't do the counting at stations, then the results they go na region for.
After they don't do the counting na stations, then the results they go na region. Listen, oh, because we carry waiting. The commissioner in say, Sidi Tunis say after they don't do the counting. Now the polling station them, the result they go na the region. So na count here. Then the result of the counting or waiting? Eh? Okay. But we'll continue. Then count here. Then the results go na region. All right.
Tally, and then they forward on to the national return.
No, it's
go na region for do tally, and
the results go na region for na then they go do the tallying. The tallying na the region then they go do am. Na so Sidi they see. Then count na polling station. The result then they go do am. The tallying of that result they na the region then they do am. Eh?
And they forward on to the national returning officer.
Then after that, then forward them to the returning officer, the national returning officer. You understand? Because this is the election we're talking about here. Then count now the polling station them, then do the tallying now the region office. Okay. Then from the region, then send them out to the national to Mame Kone. Then send them to him. When I at the national. Right.
We not only they speak vehemently against this because we know say it in contravention of NEC then you act self where section 51 say when the polls don't close, then they count the results at the stations.
Okay, so Sidi now they try to explain to me waiting then at the law. Yes, na NEC their own provision. He say na dande na NDD. So where they done, na the polling station, na then they count.
Then certify the results.
Then certify the result all Monday na before then go jama. Then count the we all see. You agree? Yes. You agree? Yes. You not agree? Well, no, I not agree. Well, I'll count this back. We all man don't agree. We all man don't agree. Then waiting.
Publish them. That results
don't then publish them. So the same result
will be forwarded to the district elections officer, the district returning officer.
If they come out now from the polling station, you go to the district. Eh? It say the young man see, the person where they send, or young lady, or who that they send, see, then they count na the polling station, but what they want for tally, na the region, then they go tally. Eh? Okay.
Himself in the presence of all the political parties that we contest, go certify the results that we come out now all the stations that are in constituencies now the district, certify the results at district level, then publish them, and then they forward them at the regional tally center.
So it come out now from district, it go to region. See the processing? Polling station to district. The district to get people in the back they see them for because the young man there from the polling station go don't send to them waiting then get. So na yanda back then self then they make sure say waiting and send come out yanda kanaya waiting the young people and tell them certified they don't sign all man sign. Where then come obaya na the district na then they then see. You get people in the back they certify them. When they don't certify and done, you go now to the region. Okay.
Inside the regional returning officer could do the same. Instead go certify the results and we come on at the districts. Then in front of all political parties, they certify the results and they make sure say error or not, they make sure everybody agree before they publish. And then instead send an out to the national returning officer, where the chief electoral commissioner, where instead go verify in the presence of political parties before final announcement is made.
Okay, all and for Mangi. So you hear the process, eh? You say na the law. Say from polling station to district to region to the national. But each them side in the, then they compare and contrast. And they tally, say, wait me man be don't give me under, na in this. Yes, it correct. It not short, it not add. And so the process, CDC, and so the process they by law. But the person who then send at that PPIC meeting, claim say, ECSLC or the person where they represent ECSL South see a polling station a count number than the count today. Now when they reach na the regional level, na they then go able for do the challenge. Okay. There we go.
So when we look at this process where you explain, the no one for do the tallying at district, it can at regional states. You feel say it get effect to the election, to the counting process?
Well, first of all, a violation, it is in contravention of this, the provisions of the Elections Act of 2022, when a NEC then act self. That and one. Two, it also lead to unnecessary political tension and mistrust, because first of all, you don't get any reason for, skip a very important step, whether the district tallying and district verification of results, them where they come on at stations and where they come on across constituencies now you district. The district returning officer, the law gear and the power for verify results where they come on at the stations them in the presence of political parties, verify their results and they certify the results them, publish them before it forward them to the regional returning officer. Why NEC in the middle, less than 90 days to elections? Why make NEC one for skip this very important part of the elections process? We clearly stipulated now the laws of the elections laws. Why?
Okay, you understand? You understand? I explained you the process just now. Polling station, district, regional, and national. All this process now one day. But see they say, the man tell and say, from polling station, they need to go district again. If they jump district not a day, if they go regional. So then the tower say no. ID na the paper, na so for waka. Polling station, district. District all man verify there because they come from different constituents, them and come inside. Then from there, you go region. Region now, they take by the different region them. Then check all thing. Then you go now national. But then say, the person tell and say, they want jump districts. Districts, no, they do no verification again. So from polling station, they want go directly to regional. Now so then tell them. So since now in the talk, well, who they area now?
The reason why make the one for do this? Why Commissioner South make that pronouncement? Which
okay, it asks question why. Well, me want add up that question there. For saying na money no dey. If money no dey, how much money they don't give it first? Because NEC don't receive. I don't know if you don't know. NEC don't receive. So if na money no dey, we make them fix that process there, and they get for hire more people then go get for hire for day na the district level. So now make them want bypass them. Why they want bypass them? If to say waiting, CD they talk na true. Why? Because now they ask why. I'm saying native. He said no to money. Why they want bypass that stage D? Okay. Let's continue for listening.
Not the reason for that.
You don't.
Okay. He asked the question to Mange of 98.1. And they asked so. And they asked so. Now they asked the question back. Mange asked, good question. Listen.
They ask question now. They say why ECSL one for Duam. When I don't actually approach them and talk to them for better good justification for that day.
Well, they're not getting any justification. They're not.
Okay. This na my issue. Sidi say ECSL no get any justification. They no get no justification because the action say una don't ask them. Now so they can't tell you see they want for skip the district. I feel say let's try for communicate. Me na so me think you get your own, that's fine. But we need for try for communicate. Now so we hear you ECSL. But dear, why? I go say but we don't can talk on a media. Why she don't can talk and they no need for go ask them again. We they hear, then go answer. I make social media day. I make the media day. I make. Okay, listen.
Give you any, and we don't need any because we.
He said they don't need nothing. They no give. They no ask. They no go meet them directly. And in fact, this process ID. That's what they want her. That's what they want her.
They demand that we go strictly by the laws, we go strictly by the act. That is how it has always been done, and we therefore insist and we demand that we continue for doing that way.
Insist, demand, we continue for doing that way. We dey insist, we dey demand say, I dey inside the law say, polling station, district, regional, national. We need to take that again. Okay.
For accept any other way, especially we clearly see say it ain't contravention of the laws, it ain't contravention of the act.
We not get for accept any other way. We mean to say this way, or they talk so. Is APC say they know they accept them. That jump they want jump the district. That bypass they want bypass district. They know they accept them.
therefore accept our name because we not get time for allow them for manipulate anything we go at the end of the day go make the process not credible and not acceptable and we go lead to chaos.
So what does this mean for me NEC then violate the new law?
Well, always don't they argue with NEC on so many things, and we don't see how on so many instances they don't go against their own, whether not the strategic plan, whether not some provisions within the act, where then they go against, then get a reason why then they do that. But it's very clear that they want to be manipulative, and
it's very clear say they want to be manipulative. And so Sidi they talk against ECSL. Now make I tell you just now, say the ECSL boss it get in job caught up. Because if we reverse back, now so SLPP 2018 be they accuse unfairly. So then be they accuse him. Say one do this, one do that, day, no one do so, one make so. Now make we need somebody with integrity. We need person with integrity. Now that particular position there. Because what it ever get for happen the next 5 years in the country, but not saying one no. Because himself now waiting the district regional director now all the directors them from them different region them now waiting in game now he himself get for lay na table. So equally so the other one in there we need them. We need them for be people that with integrity. Because right now already ECSL they do is fine by SLPP. They don't see nothing wrong with it. It's fine by them. As for the APC, already ECSL they do now for make them not able for win. Because waiting do the president now in they appoint the person we now the referee for the election. Yes. So that person they get your job, oh. But my dear. Okay. A lot of time people they say now anti-corruption boss, electoral boss. We get all the boss the way they feel to see the president of our points. But as it is now, as stated in the constitution, the president now in their point. They don't change Bokuti in the constitution. Yes, they don't do. But everybody will come in administration, the previous one, the present, and not for the future. Now pick and choose, now cherry picking. They all suit me. This one, it look red, it go sweet. Back home. This one, it look, it not go correct for me. It left him. That's what we see. Okay. Let's continue. Let's listen to CDR.
We as a party, we always insist on few things. One, stick by the law, obey.
We they insist on few things. Make ECSL just team up by the law. Let them just team up by the law. Okay?
The law, follow the act, and make sure say the process free, fair, credible, and acceptable.
Free, fair, credible, and acceptable. The acceptability. NEC gets part for play day. If NEC say waiting a new free, waiting a new fair, waiting a new credible, then the political party them get their own part for accept. But that acceptability day, before you reach there, you get to pass through this process. So now I make NEC not supposed for the turn blind eye by issues them wouldn't they raise against the process. Because at the end of the day, we want all man to accept, say, no, it is what it is. Yes, not true. Well, now people them, now the turnout not be better, or now people them, oh, okay. Eh? Because free, fair, credible. So, okay, now then get out, say, oh, that process. Next call them, oh, now look at it. Well, now so. We all agree, yes, we agree. We move on. But I think, say, communication skill, look, don't they get issue. Now we political arena in Sierra Leone. With communication skill. Yes. I make a just the last one 2018 election, all the one that the moderator the brigade edit. Na ala no more. Ala hey ala. True say talk me. You're not able for please everybody 100%. 100% you're not able please all man 100%. But at least you will try to get a passing mark. So if the APC they raise up this issue, I think say neck for talk to them directly. Request a meeting. APC said for request a meeting. Not so the media they can't you don't talk to them say no because we're not going to take nothing other than waiting in a paper. Eh? Hey, Papa God. Junior Chama says, but even the Western world and the president or the prime minister, as the case may be, and they appoint people them. Now they in key position then they. So why Salon for be different? Salon for be different because corruption and bokuna Salon. How the politician and they pick and choose. How then they pick and choose, waiting and they amend. How then they pick and choose, waiting they want do for we, waiting they no want do for we. Now so we serve, where they listen, they compare. They compare. They, even the house Saudi. They can't about. I not say people are not corrupt now, but all the system catch you. The rest na history. Yeah? People are corrupt are not true. But all the system catch you. But now we won't continue. Bang bang they see. They see. But let's continue.
You know, and the will of the people must be heard and must be reflected. And
election they come. Now we. Now the will of the people. That's true. And be there almost years. Remember we? Eh? Akpole. Now the will of the people. Eh, we the people. We relevant now. You don't say, now forget to waiting a while back then the pick am. Okay.
That's how we position. So any sign we see say go against that one day, we go stand against them and we go vehemently speak against them and we not go accept. And
he say if that process they not to go through, then go stand against them, then not go accept them, then go talk against them. Okay.
That happened. all the elections that we don't do, especially since the existence of the NEC, the ECSL Act, whether not 2012, whether not the Elections Act of 2022, and even 2007 elections, then go through the same process. You get the district returning officers, them certify results. After the results in common at the stations, them you get the regional returning officers, they certify before it come to the national returning officer. And that the law say, and that don't always happen. But we get sick and tired of this electoral commission. Always they try for manipulate and for change things. We get sick and tired. NEC for enjoy some autonomy, but they're not entirely independent. Now that make we get elections management bodies. Electoral law is such that the law want for ensure say transparency, they accountability, they and trust they. Now that make then compel the NEC. Certain things then they way they want for do, certain things then they way then they do, then for ensure say members of elections management bodies present, including political parties, civil society, and even una the media.
Okay. Well, for say thanks to Mangi Mansaye and Radio Democracy. Now through them, make me and you able for listen this. You there? How Sidi Tunis put am not to so? Well, next say when election ECSL say when election they come. But social media and they pack all kind of misinformation there. So they come up with a scheme where they work with Sludge and other body them for make we able to understand exactly how things then they go. If we are misinformation, how then go come and correct them and all them things. Let me listen, to Radio Democracy. Let me listen. How they plan for do am.
Not so secret for no say, social media na one of the platform them where people can use for send information to the public.
And social media, I don't see you as alone. Social media. Clap listen na social media. Clap na social media. Okay, there we go.
Some of the information here where people can send can they in place, and some can get issue because of the content we can they inside the information here where people can send. And we don't they use social media, you go aware say misinformation don't boku this BNTM. Now for sake of this, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists with support from the National Democratic Institute don't pull combating disinformation in Sierra Leone 2023 electoral cycle NADO.
The objective, one, is to build the capacity of Sludge to counter disinformation, increase citizens' awareness of...
So, Sludge boss, the monk, Nasgala, now they talk about the objective for counter disinformation. Okay.
Disinformation trends and improve access to credible information on national political process. We all know that in elections, information is at the center of everything. The public needs the correct information to be able to make informed decisions.
The public needs correct information for make them go able to make informed decision. Okay.
So if we don't get the information right, definitely there will be chaos, and eventually the outcome of the elections will be questioned. And so basically what we are going to do is to monitor, to identify, debunk and debunk problematic content around the elections. That is hate speech and all the disinformation layers that we've just heard from the previous speakers.
We are Sludge president. Disinformation, say no to the no more. Even hate speech, then they debunk them. And debunk gentle young, gentle vest. Avex. Will you wait now, let's see? As they don't start with gentle. This program, they do one before the first lady be talk say then they now allow APC for go open office na kaila. No, after that. Okay. Well, sometimes now after yeah, now slash fi say then for begin work. Without tuna, slash. There we go.
We're also going to ensure that our campaign also targets women candidates in the elections so that they are protected and they have a space and they have we support them to achieve their aspirations.
So una go support woman candidates them. No. No. A level playing field. A level playing field. Una not go support nobody. Una they support woman candidates them for make I don't support somebody who una just stay for the bunker waiting safe. Or if they target them, or if they target demand them. I don't want the number. Anyway, now we go.
Name na Ahmed Said Nazgala, president for the Salon Association of Journalists. Now in voice you just listen to Usa Eme they talk about the objective of this project. The National Democratic Institute, now then they support the Salon Association of Journalists for implement this project. Where Eme they talk, the Sierra Leone resident senior program director, National Democratic Institute, Mohamed Ibrahim Kone, talk about the term where this project will take.
This project will be implemented by SLAG.
Yeah. SLAG, now them go implement the project,
as the sub-guarantee, and NDI as the contractor to implement the project. The project lifespans will consist of pre-elections, post-elections, and even covered the establishment of a new government in Sierra Leone.
So the project not the day say as election done you don't know. No. This particular for combat disinformation, it is day from now, pre-election and post-election, after election, is still the day. Okay, and they join me. Like say they run for 1 year, eh? Do it sooner.
Which means this project will continue until 2024.
2024.
Then we'll come back to the drawing board and see where the gaps are and where necessary to be to continue implementing the project. Because from the experts, you realize that this information is very intentional. So
this information we know to true, now by willful, then they do. Let's not go back to yesterday. Information we know to true, intentional, not by willful.
Even after elections, even when there is a new government, there are people who are always going to do that to cause havoc in the society. To come back and see where necessary to continue implementing the project.
As this project now for handle misinformation during and after election, inside in statement, the Chief Electoral Commissioner Mohamed Kone say ECSL don't develop communication policy for handle fake information.
Okay. ECSL don't and no, let me talk and first.
On our part as an EMB, we have developed our communication policy.
Now we own parts. We don't develop communication policy. Okay.
We have higher communication specialists.
They don't hire. They don't give work to communication specialist. Yeah. So somebody don't get work now. They don't hire communication specialist. We register now. Waiting Sidi Tunis say not so. We are waiting the ECSL boss they say they don't give work to communication specialist. All right.
And we are monitoring media spaces.
Then they monitor, ECSL they monitor media spaces. Then they monitor. Okay, that's fine.
And we have taken decision to be very much proactive in responding to information about our work.
Proactive. About information where they go around about the work where ECSL they do.
Which is not true.
Where people then they talk where not to true, where then they give them bad name. Where they lie by them. Where they talk things where not correct. They know a higher person. So right now, then they're on top of the matter.
And we trust will benefit from the services which this project is going to set up. That will be receiving information that has to do with our work so that we can clarify or that will help us to dispel whatever lies that may contain in some of the information.
So this work now go help we for make, well, in tina with the media, for make, well, we go to get to understanding, then go come it to say, hey, now so, or not so, well, we try to clarify, make we get waiting correct.
We have also signed MOU with several stakeholders, including SLAG.
They don't sign beaucoup memorandum of understanding. We still wait for you know. ECSL boss. Not so. We wait for you. We need for go sign.
For us to be partners in protecting the integrity of the electoral process and subsequently the results that I will announce.
For protect the integrity and also the result we Ingo announce. Okay.
Mohamed Kone, Chief Electoral Commissioner, carry on say, what the way they go around say, ECSL no go count presidential vote na polling station but regional level not to true. Recently,
after our meeting, somebody went and said, we have taken decision not to do counting of presidential votes at polling station.
Hold on there. Now so Sidi say, now so he say, I feel say the Electoral Commissioner say, they don't hire person we na communication strategist. What is Sidi say now? If you be there now, what he say? He say they want for bypass the district level. The district level. He said they want come to the polling station. They not bring and come to district level. They want come out from polling station directly to regional. Unless if another one day where they pass around the back, we say they no one come to the polling station. Now me could be then I just say, listen, fine no. But now the ECSL boss they say, the word where they go around say they no one for count na polling station. Okay. No, yeah, I'm back.
Taking decision not to do counting of presidential votes at polling stations, but rather direct to regional, and that is a recipe for chaos. We intend to rig the election. That's a misinformation.
He say na misinformation dandy. Okay. Misinformation. They say the no one count na polling station, but na regional. So now waiting. You tell Wiba.
Basically, what we disclosed in that meeting was to inform the meeting that for the elections and the counting of ballots, the ballots will be counted at polling station.
The ballots will be counted at polling station. Is everything then talk? Now in they can't talk soon. The ballots will be counted at polling station.
And then from there, we do tally at regional centers.
From there, then go do tally na regional center. From polling station to regional center. Districts not ready. Waiting CDC. But una be there now, una ne answer. Eh? What he say? He say, count na polling station, then go na regional. Then one for bypass the district. But that's exactly what in the ECSL boss they say, then they do. Eh? Now the exact thing they talk so. Although he say, what in here, they say they know they count na polling station. Oh, did I just know? I don't need for go back. CDC, the one for count na polling station, but the one for bypass the district. And I ain't just confirm na say from counting na the polling station, then they go do tally na regional. And then they tally again na district. So that's the same thing he's saying. But he's saying a misinformation. Okay, yeah, according to the information when they talk about. So you don't see, also I say, these two, they need for communicate to one another. The APC, for ask for meeting with ECSL, make them try for eye on this out. ECSL, back note to say, now when you go per program, they go talk, say, well, look at the children go and talk, now fake news, now so we been talk. Eh? Okay. There we go.
The unfortunate thing is when you know the law, or when you assume to know the law, and then you misinform the public because people have trust in you, that is misinformation also.
When you know the law, or when you think say you know the law. Now they talk about the law when you know sabi. Eh? It's saying a misinformation also. Okay.
During the term where the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, National Democratic Institute, mean the police project Nado, different parts of them in there around, like the Media Reform Coordinating Group, the Independent Media Commission, be end up a short large say, then go work together with them for say people tap for the same fake information na the public. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Thanks to Radio Democracy and Usman Kamara for that report today. Again, the election, they happen less than 90 days. Today now the 28th, the 24th, and the election go for happen of June 2023. Now they happen na Salon. Eh? We get less than 90 days. Waiting the ECSL boss say, that's exactly waiting Sidi Tunis, then the frown at. They need for meet, make them get an understanding. Then this wire. Welcome on board the screen. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. Thanks to all the listeners and viewers, and thanks a lot for talking through. And for long, we will see what you will take from this. I know now still this first stage of election, they go on. What they say before election, or never reach an election. But this now towards the last stages of that first day. But what in me they see here, we emphasize that information disorder. A big issue where information disorder you therefore deal with the way people they behave. And misinformation disorder is a very big issue, especially in the social media. Sinadid and they bring all the aspects of misinformation, disinformation, malinformation. See, and most of the time they can take and say one who are false and they talk say the intent for do bad. So it look like say now the allegations and the war of words or opinions that when they come at the media, who then say they take the media for pass their own message. You find out say now more of we get for just look waiting the law say. But there comes of the duties of all the institutions they are, because when you look at the institution owner NEC, then they work with one, the government in constitution, who be don't carry in a court, they're able to forget side what they hold, and they then get their own very electoral. For that, the Tunis been comment say they get their own act, and then get areas they wouldn't mention about the polling and counting procedures. But it all comes down to communication and content platform. And this content platform, the content where they engage and they act, and then the content where you, the mortal man, self get in your mind and your brain, which you don't accumulate for saying, and then they worry about the misinformation. But because of waiting then at the laws, and you know, can look at definitive for say the points per one thing, explain and fine. And then most times the argument they come. Because there is another area where the Electoral Commissioner, it been get another media, yes, I will be explain a bit how the function of the district returning officer will get the mandate for go ahead. So in other words, now we talk of sequence and the manner we then for conduct the one when at the counting and tallying. We don't come up on the voter registration, voter ID, draw, percentage, PR. Now, then they face now the technical area we have for count within the makeup you vote for you, the president, or you, the MP, for eligible for get you vote register. I mean, you vote count. But the stage now then they reach for say now the stage where they for do the counting. We don't see before that again. There is strategy that wouldn't be bring come before that. Would they see them bring electronic technology for them? We would just push this election before. And at some point, the first phase of that area of the stages, can work fine. So then get difficulty in registration, go to here, bring you data, go get her. So all that go on. But you see then they try to avoid them because they get all these plans say now then why they will create that content platform where they get a portal where all man they view the portal platform where they get information we need for know and how then they pass and the portal platform more important that stage where they cast the votes, then they interpret it to a count where they go to a figure and that figure they stand there towards USA ifo day. So that point then they argue say the figure that they put on now, they don't put the votes, how that figure we get that platform where all man go know say if now one come under the one go end up for reach to the district or the one when the chief electoral commissioner. So that you know go just the melt na the road. If you say you don't melt, yeah don't melt or yeah don't cut. So that's not the question where everybody they get. But because of the CC electoral commissioner, if we look first, then your mandate na chapter 4. Representation of the people wouldn't get their own registration and for voters, they don't do them. But the electoral commissioner in your duties, you will see I'm 32. So because you remember when they don't go to court, when they don't go say man, he get power and he right for do anything. So you don't stand on that point there now. For say whatever I come around the electoral procedure, I go succeed most likely because the side where they say me influence the president. No, they say I get right because the constitution say 32 say I get the right for decide. So you see say that point there, if you take them out, then you bind them together with the polling counting procedure. One of the polling officials, one of 3.7, say they don't act. Then 3.9, you go see say they know they match too much, and they still show you what you need for do and the fairness. Where you get for show the fairness for see any stage that counting then get for see till it reach to you hand. So you they see say then they use 2.9, the one way they use for defend in case the case come, like the one at 32, it be don't go win because now your duty for say in get the power for decide election functions in electoral commission. Take go to 33. So but you see say now then why they see say that the first area that one they will be try for say then careful try deal with. But when you come down to the duties now, we talk of technology, don't come inside, in demand, they talk of credibility, and the one way they bring the information for bring and say, now the stages are in the question. So the one way they talk of misinformation, I don't believe say it fall in that category. Because now misinformation syndrome, now it will only occur at the end of any event. Because at the end, you they decide. But this event, then they try for speculate, say, this way they cancel, not so it get for B. Even though you will talk, say yes, you don't get for, you propose information before an event. But this sort of misinformation, because that one day, not to tell what you intend. Now something where you just go get, you pass them. So in the try for say, the message we get from that man at the south, we in pass them to her, when not so bad information, I saw in area in the pass them. But the point where in the try for say at the stages. But when you cannot for address them when are debunking, you only go to 2 stages. So now then the question lie where you say the police station, the regional center. So you they see about in knowing the law. But in knowing the law, now he mean do. So you now don't can say the man now misinformation. So you see say if himself grab say it's not misinformation, because the misinformation will only come where I don't hear something where I don't know about. Then I go pass them. But I know say, now so I say, I just take I go pass them. Me no one know if the information is good or not. So now 2 separate things here. You see, you already say the D road, it don't broke, then you see the road it broke, then you know how the road it broke. So you get 2 information added to what it then tell you. So you see, so then that point they in the try for bring cancer, then tell me, yes, but you will not get for do the stages. But you can now say the stages, because when you finish in conversion some area, now you get the right for tally anywhere on the district. So if district man can go to the region, he can go tally or so you see say the duties not to place now the duties of somebody for do them. It's difficult a bit for understand because if you listen to the other side where they emphasize about the duties of the one who are the overall before the thing comes to her, you see that person they can go any point. He can either go and then they vote, he go do the verification, or he can at the district. But the right say they want for put on at the district or the other stage where that the regional here, the regional they can't tally. Because the districts in another the second stage. So but you see say now when they talk of technology, when they talk of with landscape, when they talk of with culture, when they talk of the people understanding, when they talk of the resources and what we need for them what day. So now they based on one day, the Electoral Commissioner get for the kind side and deal with these things but say come here, na Makeri, Bo, or this village to this village, you analyze the topography. Sometimes this sire, both no go there, we go forget this, we bring an so do una be will can do because of this reason. But if they say the duties of somebody where they after you, because now that person the way they talk of now after him, now he get the right now for do anything. And at that point they say, but what about the duties where you put polling officials when at 3.7 inside una your act? Officials, then duties and the procedure, then when the police themselves duty come inside at 3.9. So you go give the broad job of the police or not because of security not there. Because we don't hear people and they pronounce say, well, we not give a protect an account. And then protecting the count, if they can't that level inside the box, then they when you move on that stage now, not today they vote again. Maybe not posting not in that particular point. You see, so because when you talk of like places and say like a bow, you see the outskirt of bow, then bring out the middle. So who say they bring out mean say so you know the duty of the commissioner, whoever they did, say I careful get accountability. Look at what in Nigeria then do them bring this bimodal voter accreditation system. We are beavers. You see, I mess up the whole thing and the first stage. Then therefore wipe off the whole thing, go na court for that. The only thing no more. Then being get that center for who say they go report who say one for try forget them when I read it really on a area na situation room. So now that one day they get for help out, when they get for review, go na court, but then get their transparency in the court somehow. But the point is that when they bring technology, then you they take out, they look at laws when they're written down, where they work with them, and then you turn around, you look at who are them, and the citizens. Not to all man in a posh place. Not to all man get the access for work I go vote. Not to all man able access. So man I trust again for trust. For the love of anything will not profit for go put cast a vote. You see? So but you look of all the things they are say, now this again for bring when they bring law. But me I feel say now misinformation, not a misinformation issue, now a matter of ideas they know they work together here. There is a word for it. You see, they know they get ideas so they work together. But the one idea you know, they go with the complaint. And then the complaint, if you look at, yes, the state is the day. So what you get for tell we now, finally, before they go, now in the Electoral Commissioner get for try come out, tell we say, there is a section, now in your act, say, you know for count, now that place there, now yeah, you get for count. But in the tell we say no, the duty of the chief or whoever they below them for like go do the tallying, he go do the tallying any stage. But in prefer now the regional side for tally. So if you look deeply around there, they go on. But what in ambulance do? Waiting now the procedure. Nobody not be question this. I don't believe see them be raised up during the recommendation law say EU or whoever been concerned for observers then bring come. So but the point what they try for say here is the act where the electoral commissioner he gave a broad powers to the NEC officers, especially under 32. And those broad powers, now them they interpret in a way we know they fit with the electoral, we know the custom. If the system be don't say now so ublan do, but you get for tell we why we not they do it again. Because if they raise them, if they lie, people have not put their hand up say no, also been do last year, now so and so or the other years. So if they talk to people who will take part of the situation, but because of the one way now the duties, we can always find out say they know they talk about them. I can always say the registration of the voters then own power, who then get in the referendum, then they always forget them. Now then when they carry the duties, who know the favor in the end, the citizens and they always they come up. But the voters they always get their own act 31. If you look at what them for do, na referendum for them vote for the general referendum, but then they twist around and they bring who that for let them can who they will choose. So then they bring her in different form, but it don't get the good explanation. Say why would they do this? Then would they go so? There are many things where they not explain in detail. Say why would they do this in detail? For say we eat. This boku the sugar will cause this by you. Take to the detail, you will get this and this and this. So these are what we want to know. That information let you know will be. Thanks a lot for you patient for the help we and let God help the nation and those that will they let them able to resolve this with the stages of these elections and the stages of the counting will go towards the actual number of cast votes and one winner the outcome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, his friend.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to his friend for your contribution today. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for having me. I hope I sound clear. Okay. The first thing I will start for talk with Tripoli, then get one parable say anytime we see smoke, fire lady. There must be something in resemblance of fire. May not all are not ever hold with case for any political party. But I not believe say Sidi Tunis or the APC party will just come national media, make a statement if they not get any iota of truth in that. If they not get any connection, anything related to that. Yeah. I'll go back to what happened, I think it's AYV on Sunday. The lawyer when me do on that program say no one talk because ECSL try for put something back for Keguna Parliament for make them go approve them. They say no one for let them out. They no one let the cat out of the bag. That's for tell you see they still get things them where then they try for amend and try for put in place for meet up this election for making it run the way they want them. Yeah, so even when they say they're not able for they don't put on strategic communication team or whatever committee or the communication unit, the issue at hand not being addressed. Even when you make a statement, a press release, they're not able to address the issue where the APC they raise. So is that a communication team? Is that a communication team being put in place to address miscommunications? No. They are the way that they put on for refute things the way they know say this one, if you go out now the public, it will bring eyebrows or it will bring disgrace for them. So now that make them they said then communication team then they. Because don't like what they say and Usfrendel say, if you know say this issue now an issue you would need for address them, call for a meeting, invite them. Now you know the referee on this entire game. If a player don't cry foul or don't begin give comment, you have the right to call the player to book, put them down and educate them. Not to forgive side press release, make press release, and a press release, and the issue still yet has not been addressed. Yeah, and like I say, ECSL they make always with the ask question. This now almost 90 days to the election. Up till now, voters card they no go out it. They say next month, right? The 7 or so. But it is that period enough for make sure say all who that gets mistake or whatever by name for rectify and back. That's what you go get for left. When person go now for go vote, if his name gets small problem, there in order tally with the register, that person they will be disqualified. If party raise than they up now, then go say, oh, we don't pass that level day. No, we not pass that level day. Even they tell them they do the voter exhibition where them they hanging and people them they make requests for the identity and the spelling correction and waiting. They tell them they make a very clear say they're not going to correct the names them. Then go send the person, you know. Then they make with asking a lot of questions. And don't like what they say, the pressure no kites. Like how the days they count down they go now, so the pressure they camper them. And they should be transparent, they should be honest. And they follow up the comments the way people they say. Yes, government, I mean presidents, then they elect people, but the honesty and the loyalty not to the president, not to the states. Don't like what they say, Sierra Leone corruption is all everywhere. The last time we don't say on this platform, that clause will say it has pleased the president. Can they go further for explain to we how that clause, how the thing they please the president? Is he pleased the president because this person gets political party card or get political connection? Has he pleased the president because this person is a tribesman? Or it has pleased the president because this person is qualified for a job? So these are some of the things that some of we don't at least don't go before small, they read and write small. We want for actually people able to understand them because ECSL they complicate themselves every other term. Yeah, this one who can social media na AYV or any radio station where they interview them, it give your own version. If other one come, it give you your own version. At the end of the day, they put the people in confusion. They should speak with one voice. If not this, then they go say that's what they should go by. But this not go tell we so. This they refute them. This say so. This they go say so. The issue where the opposition is has not been settled. They're not able to address them up till today. The press release not address the issue. I can me categorically waiting me this. What I say is it has not addressed the issue, the concern. And for make we get peaceful and we get a free and fair election, if a player with the run part for the election raise concern, it's your duty and responsibility to respond and clear that person there in doubt. But if you begin to run around the web, it's as if you don't want to become transparent or very clear with the players the way they run. So for me, they should go back until they say they don't get the communication group or they don't set up for pre-post and what they call election. At least when anybody raise question or concern, let them able for call and put that person they don't, that party they don't, that individual they don't, they're able for make it get a clear understanding. Because there are a lot of questions where people still they ask, and where some of us still they ask. Their names, they would them say them pull almost 1,000 names. Have they inputted them into the system again? If so, how then go? Remember, I've asked this one. Let them give me a disaggregated list. Disaggregated list by that every district, almost man register, almost woman register, youth. Yes, the one even the one the way they say them pull come out. You know all these things. If you when you want for do then public work, you should be transparent. No say because this person ain't give me jobs, I go like they do things we go favor them or go give them some advantage. So that's not me take Tripoli. We'll continue for a look and call for transparency and accountability to the ECSL. Thank you very seriously, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You got something where you want to add or you think so don't do well? Think so don't do well? Or you think it's some side you will miss? I'll open the phone line now. you think say we miss one side where you want for add then and your opportunity. If you think so we'll get them correct, then we'll be left here in the next 5 minutes. I feel say communication communication between ECSL and all the other political parties then. Yes, caller, what would they talk to?
Yeah, Triple A. They talk to Mr. Kamara.
Mr. Kamara, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, I follow your program. Thank you very much for the enlightening we. What me see inside this neck issue is Mr. Kone don't prove himself for be incompetent for this job. You know, from where this man pick up this job, everything where they do is just seeing the way they try for favor the person we pick him. You know, I can always ask a question. The neck boss, what do they work for? Do they work for the salon people member or do they work for the president? Because all what we feel say the neck for be independent. Now independent commission and therefore make sure say then do everything with transparency so that everything will be clear to everybody. But if they need to do that, they always do things that were not correct. You know, enough fear. Up to now, just to put it out that call at the first call at the contributor talk. Up to now, we don't know. There is no strong guarantee that people will get the ID card come April 7. The same thing that we don't do the last time. They say March 7 or March 17 or so, 13 of people will get the ID card. Just 2 days or 3 days to March, to the date, 9 and pull, then talk say how transportation problem with the card. You know, so then push them almost 1 month ahead. You know, there's something is wrong somewhere. You know, waiting this neck people, this neck guy, this neck boss, they try for hide from with the salon people. You know, I don't know. People don't know what's in integrity, or people they jeopardize the integrity. Once way the Bible talk, the Bible say a good name is better than riches. People everything. One thing other way man always fight for. White people they fight for the name. They don't want for mess up the name because they know say we mess up your name. Not to you no more, but generation after you, they suffer that consequence there. But we Africans, we don't care. We don't care what it for happen to we picking a whole no day. We don't care what it for happen to picking a we grand picking a whole no day. All we care about now we own selfishness. Now try for please somebody and destroy yourself you and you destroy your family name. You know, which is wrong. So I believe say this is wrong, and I believe say the neck for try for put things in place, please.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. I think say Omar our last caller, and we'll call left here. Omar, Udina Idumot. Go can left here. Yes, I get 3 minutes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, Triple A, the NTR, sometimes they will go back and say, wow, now they go all the way back. This constitution not work right. The one that we write them constitution, yeah, they not write them right. Why any sensitive position of that country there, now the president, now him for pick the person for the day. Enough for work so. Because when the president know in Africa, if not like them country England, America, democracy day, people and the whole people are accountability. The accountability, the whole people are accountable. If president now in they pick the chief justice, the president now in they pick the ECSL chairman, the president now in they pick this. You really, really feel say them people and they come for work for the public. Now that you feel that constitution they need for break and down. Like why in fact why the chief justice now for pick another justice judges them. Now that the corruption they begin. Because this guy in wholly and solely, because I know people in the talk say, well, Anes Microman, MP Infali called result for Marabio. I don't know who that be picked another lady. He called result for. Don't forget about that. The need for take this constitution, scatter them, and take them power from the president. Until they do that, then I will go for the happen. This guy, if he say he go do anything and we're going to make up, because Marabio right now is desperate. He not go afraid for change that guy did to myself if he mistake. So then the need for visit this constitution and take some of them, give the people away write this constitution, and I make well anything want to talk, and they swear them. Let God put Al-Bala upon them. They're not been get this Sierra Leone in mind. All what maybe themselves been get implants. One day they go in governance, they go rule, they go be president. Now I make them write everything, then give them to one person. Now who they see so? Now this one person, now they pick the person where they court case for winner court. Now they pick person where they show who that for be the next president. Now they pick if in one grand don't pick and still inside power. What you expect them people that will pick? This not to oversee like them country where the president can still pick them people and they still do their job. They still work for the people and it happen now. But not to Africa. Africa is now president now pick you, now you the work for. Everything we do now for them. So let God make this election. Because the way I see where both sides don't gear up. Because the incumbent, it look like say they're a little bit shaky. Then the opposition self, it look like say this thing is within reach. Like say they want touch them, they have no reach there. So all man don't gear up. Let God let this day come and go sorrowful and let them read their results here. Hopefully, everybody accept the results them out and come out and let me move on. But to me, this constitution, there's no need for patch and there's no need for going inside and pick one thing. They need for scatter the whole thing and go scatter, go all the way back and take them, then give one grand person too much power. Now in the cause on here, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Omar, now last caller. Hopefully, we had a misunderstanding there. We had a misunderstanding there, then go able for correct time. Yes, between ECSL and the APC, because now they don't speak up right now about this, about the process. They're able to correct time. Yes, we move. Yeah? We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again tomorrow. Skipulere say, tata.